Hey everyone, Happy New Year. I know it's like the 7th of January. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. We've been super busy trying to keep up with everything in the back office. A lot of you haven't even seen me in a month or so, but I promise you I'm here just generally in the office, not doing as much coaching as I'd like to. Now, onto the serious stuff. Anyone who watches the news knows that there's problems with cost of living in the UK. In fact, all of us know that everything is much more expensive than it was a couple of years ago. And I appreciate that what we have here is a luxury. You know, for a lot of people, coming down here is something they'll do for fun, but if they absolutely have to turn the purse strings, this is one of the things that people aren't going to be able to do anymore. So for a small business owner in the leisure sector, it's tough. You know, our rent is £2,000 a month more than it was when we opened. Our electricity bill is 2/3 higher than when we opened. And these are all things we experience in our own homes and lives, so we're not unique in this. And at the moment, the Academy has 50 members less than we had at the start of the summer. And 50 memberships at the lowest tier of memberships is still over £2,000. So that's a huge amount of money every month that we now don't have. So what I'm asking is that we have a series of premium products that people can purchase. There are one-to-ones, which are available with a number of our staff. We've got birthday parties, which are, you get the place for a few hours and it's a little bit more expensive. You also have guest passes. All of our members get a guest pass every month. So I'd ask, please bring your friends along, because so many people in Whittam will chat to me and they'll go, oh my goodness, we didn't know you were there, which means I'm not very good at marketing, because we've been here now for, well, coming on for 7 years. So people should know about us. So bring your friends, use those guest passes to bring a friend along. Tell your friends to come along to Kinetix. And if they like it, then great, because the end of the day, we need more people coming in through the door. Because I don't want to have to put prices up, because I think if I do that, it won't actually impact how much money comes in, because the people that can't afford it will leave. So we won't be any better off, we'll just be quieter. So I don't want to do that. So for those that can afford to do things like one-to-ones, birthday parties, come to a couple of extra classes, all these kind of things really, really help us massively. So thank you so much for everyone's continued support. So with that in mind, we're going to be running a series of skills workshops. So short courses like we've done our backflip and front flip courses before. We're going to be starting with some stretch and acro, which is going to be tumbling and flexibility, which is really aimed at people who are involved in performance and dancing and acrobatics and those kind of things. So obviously I've got a lot of experience in performance and theatre. Brendan's a trained dancer who's got a lot of experience on stage. Alex has had years of performance experience. So we're really trying to utilize that and be able to pass those skills on. So we're starting in February with a new skills course that's all around those kind of performance skills for dancers and performers who want to learn some acrobatics. We're then moving on to learn to backflip courses, then learn to front flip courses. We'll be doing some advanced acrobatics, and these will all be chargeable £45 for a 4-week course, which is a small group with a couple of coaches, really looking at skills progression and really specific skills progression for those that want it. So that's bookable on the website right away. The backflip course will be being published later this month. Something else we've had people ask for is an adult beginners class. Now, all of our classes are suitable for beginners, but I appreciate, particularly for adults, it might be a little bit intimidating to come into an established group like our Friday night acrobatics or the Tuesday night ladies class or the Monday night adult parkour class. So we're going to be doing a short beginners course, which is going to cover the basics of parkour, the movements, a little bit of conditioning, a little bit of fitness. And that's going to be for adult beginners who want to get involved in parkour and don't know where to start. So it's going to be all beginners, and we're going to be advertising that and publishing it later in the year. So if you are interested in that, drop us an email and we'll add you to the waiting list on that, because I think that's going to be a really fun one. I think it's going to be a great little group to get together and something a bit more interesting than joining the gym, which everyone does in January. Don't join the gym, join here. There's some information on the website about the Kinetix Academy CIC, which is the not-for-profit organization we set up a couple of years ago. And I couldn't be more proud of what the guys have done and what we've done, really impacting the lives of some people that just need a little bit of help in life. So I'm so proud of the outcomes we're getting and the schools and organizations we've been working with to really help young people. So that's taken up a lot of our time. And some of you might have seen Charlotte walking around. We employed Charlotte back in November. So any questions or queries that come into the website or via email, Charlotte's probably the person getting back to you. So if you see her around, say hello. And I really hope that you guys have appreciated some of the small quality of life changes we've made. So we've added the infrared heater for parents because it's a bit chilly. I mean, I'm sat here in a t-shirt because I'm a crazy person, but we've got our heaters. We've also had the new super fast Wi-Fi, so there's free public Wi-Fi around the whole building. And I think that's been, looking at the number of devices connected to it, I think that's been well utilized. So that's something we really wanted to do. because moving into how we can support local young people and how we can support the community, something we'd like to set up this year would be a homework club. So we wanted to get the internet in place, make sure it's working, make sure it functions, because we want to do an after-school homework club in our studio, in our gym area, where we're going to get some laptops and have somewhere quiet that people can come and have access to the internet, access to the printer. So if your home is busy, or some people don't go home straight after school, or you just need somewhere to be, that you can do some homework with some adults on site, that's warm and safe and comfortable with access to IT facilities. That's something we want to set up later this year. That'll be a free provision. I was speaking to people at Active Essex about how we can implement that, but that's something we want to set up. So the internet was our first bit of investment in that. So it's free public Wi-Fi here. It's not on at night, so don't come and sit at the car park. It turns off at night. We also have a Patreon set up, so you can pay a little bit extra per month, starting at a couple of pounds. So if you are someone who's fortunate enough to be able to afford to pay more, brilliant. There's a link in the thing down the place. That's about it, guys. I don't want to go on the beg, but you know, times are hard. It's really, really hard. And this is the kind of stuff that keeps me awake at night, because my entire family depends on this place. We've got 10 staff who depend on this place. So we really want to continue the provision, and we don't want things to come to an end. And it's not critical yet, but the world's a scary place right now. So anything you guys can do to help, brilliant. Just spread the word. Be our cheerleader. Bring your friends along. Birthday parties, one-to-ones, all of these things really, really help us out. Thanks a lot. See you guys here soon. Bye-bye.